Hey guys, I know I haven't made a video in a month or so, but that's just because I recently started high school. I've just been overwhelmed with homework. It's just kind of nuts and stuff. But I'm going to do another little update on my Yokomo yz-2 carpet buggy. I raced this at my local track on carpet, and I really like it. I lately have bought a transponder, got a new receiver because my old one kind of just started getting like fidgety and cut out every now and then. And I tried a whole bunch of other things like resoldering stuff and all that before buying that, but nothing fixed it, so I just gave up and just bought a new one and everything. But other than that, nothing on this car has failed. I want to invest on a new battery. This is a Turnigy Nanotech 4600 milliamp 65C to 100C burst battery, shorty. And I really love this battery for like 46 or 50 bucks, however much it is. It's pretty cheap for a pretty good shorty pack. And so far I really like it. Also, if you look closely, one thing I've done, like if I undo those, I've soldered up my positive and negative wires. So like if I hold them straight up, my negative one is longer. As you can tell, my ESC isn't double-sided taped in. I need to still do that, so I'm just gonna shove that back down. But if you look, my negative wire is this long, and my positive wire is a little bit shorty. So I can't plug them in backwards because my positive wire just barely reaches to that spot, and my negative one just barely reaches over there. So I can't accidentally plug it in backwards. And that has probably saved me quite a few ESCs so far. And as my capacitor is also not put in place, which there's just some little maintenance things I still need to do on the car. And the kind of combo of tires that I've thought have worked the best so far on this car are Proline pinpoints in the rear, silver compound, which I think is like the medium, and J Concept swaggers in the front. Now these are 4-wheel drive buggy fronts, but I have them glued up so they're like 2-wheel drive. So they're a little bit skinnier. And I've seen people take this and kind of glue it up so it almost, if you look, kind of almost just pops up in the middle. And that seems to give it a little more traction. But this is my first pair that I've bought of these, and they have been working perfect. I haven't had any the rear end sliding out at any during the corners, and I also haven't had it oversteering. Just like when I hit the steering, I haven't had it quickly just go to that side. It would slowly just do it. But so far that's the tire combo I have. And for foams in the rear, I just have the foams that the tires come with, that kind of white, just big foam that kind of squeezes down inside the tire and everything. In the rear, I have a HPI Racing wing, and this wing's only probably like 2 races. I said that too much. 2 races. Never mind. I just can't say races tonight, or I just said that time. But so far it has cracked a little bit there, and I've tried super gluing and taping it, but just re-cracked. So I'm just going to leave in. I might buy one of those new trifecta wings and stuff, but until that wing goes, I'm probably not going to really get a new one because there's no real point. And for gearing, I have a 75 tooth spur and a 29 tooth pinion with a Reedy Gen 2 motor. Or not Reedy, geez, Tekin I meant. I can't get my companies in order tonight also. And I'm running 32.5 weight oil all the way around, and I think 5,000 weight diff oil, if I'm correct. I don't know 100% though. And I just recently remounted my transponder with the little mount it comes with on top of my carbon fiber battery strap. But in the manual it says do not put on top of carbon fiber because it might mess up the frequency, and like they're kind of like it might interfere with the signal. But I'm just going to kind of put it there and just see if it messes up at all during racing or practices, because we have our computer with the MyLab system turned on during practice, so that'll be fun. And if you guys also have a Yokomo yz-2, put in the description if you've broke any of these bulkheads, and if you've had these battery straps popping out in the back. I've broke like 3 bulkheads and that battery strap pops out all the time. But I just kind of want to see if other people have had the same issue and stuff. And if you can tell when I push it down, if I just kind of let it sit, that's how low it sits. But if I push it down, it doesn't 100% rebound all the way. So it does have a little bit of squat in it. Like under acceleration, you can tell that the rear end just kind of does squat a bit, and it kind of takes off and does kind of just lift up a little while after that, but not majorly. And I originally did have my receiver or my speed control mounted, so it's basically turned and sat back down, but I lifted it up, turned it, and put it down, because if you can tell right here, I don't know if you can tell, there's a little off and on switch right there. If I click that, you can tell it just kind of turns on, and my car's figured it out. I didn't turn on the controller, so it kind of just got a little scared, like. And I do have that, what's it called? Savox titanium gear high-speed servo in there. But I really do love that servo. I'm not probably going to ever upgrade it and stuff. But otherwise than that, I really do like this Yokomo. It's a big upgrade for my old Centro, which is a team-associated conversion kit for either a T4.2, which is a stadium truck, or a B4.2, which is a two-wheel drive rear motor buggy. And this thing just drives so much better, it handles better, especially with that gear diff. You can just tell that gear diff is just so smooth. Just when you turn one tire, it just moves perfectly. It's awesome. And on the rear, I have these J-Concept, I forgot how many offset rims. In the front, I have the Yokomo yz-2 rims. And I haven't swapped out the bearings yet that it came with, but they still work perfect. And other than that, I didn't want to, I guess here's another thing, I didn't want to invest in a new servo horn, so I took this servo horn, which is a red aluminum one, which used to be like that long, but I took one of the guys I raced with took his Dremel and cut it down to like that long so it can fit in there. It's a 25 tooth spline, so it's meant for the Savox servos, so it works pretty good and everything. But also, this is my Yokomo and everything, but I really do love this buggy. It's a pretty nice buggy and everything. And if you look at my Traxxas / two-wheel drive, this thing's just kind of like my basher. And if my dad ever wants to come driving, he can just, I charge up the battery and let him drive it and everything. And one thing that's broke a lot, mainly because I have a Savox servo and a aluminum horn, and there, if you can see that little part, that is part of the plastic steering rack, and it's broke. So if you look, I can just kind of set the two front tires so they're pointing two different opposite directions, or I can line them up and make it look nice so it's pointing the right direction and everything. But I do really love this Slash. It's otherwise than that steering rack, they're pretty durable, so they're kind of fun to bash. And I also got the low CG chassis for it, so that just makes it drive a lot better. It still traction rolls at the track, so I need to mess around with shock oil and a few other things. But other than that, both of my cars have really gotten me more into the hobby. RC is one of my favorite hobbies, and I just couldn't really get out of it if somebody told me to. So, yep. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about either of my cars, just toss it in the description. Like this video if you could. And until next time, peace.